Welcome back to this week's changelog. We put out 13 new updates and I'm going to cover some of my favorites. Let's jump into it. The first update of the week is a brand new feature that allows you to now mark your school or center as closed only for children. This is perfect for situations where you might have a staff development day where you still want your teachers to be scheduled, but you don't want your children to have schedules. Let me show you how it works. On the Schedule tab, when you go to Mark Closed, you'll now find a brand new option marked Students Only. And when you do select this, it will also give you the option to mark this on the calendar. So it removes all of the children's schedules and shows that it's closed for them. And on your end and the family's end, they will also see that the center is closed for the children only on this date. This week, we also added a long-awaited ability to edit lesson plans and activities directly from the mobile app. So now, instead of having to log in on a web browser to make those edits, teachers can make those changes directly from their mobile app. The next update is perhaps one of my favorites in recent memory because we now use Camber to explain why a child's balance looks the way that it looks. Oftentimes, our support team gets questions about why does this family have this balance, or why do they have this amount overdue? This brand new feature lets you have AI walk you through exactly why their balance looks the way it looks and explains exactly what the math is so that you can make any corrections if needed. Let me show you how it works. On the child's billing profile now, you'll see this little sparkling icon that allows you to explain the number using Camber. And when you click on it, in this case, it will ask it to explain Caleb Baldwin's $800 processing number. It will look up the student records and figure out for you exactly why this number is what it is. And so in this case, it recognizes that there's a pending ACH payment and that it's been recorded on her account but has not yet settled yet. So Playground is applying the payment amount to reduce the amount owed, but it hasn't finished processing yet. And so just like that, I know exactly why it looks the way that it looks. Let's say I have a question about why is this the amount that it's paid? This is oftentimes a question that families might come up to you and ask, why does our balance look the way that it looks? Again, just click on that and it explains exactly where this came from. 7 successful payments for monthly part-time tuition. The payments were made with the following payment methods, so on and so forth. So this should make it significantly easier to understand exactly why the numbers look the way that they look and help you explain it to families or make any adjustments if needed. This is yet another AI feature embedded deep into your Playground instance to make your life easier and to save you and your family time and improve your experience. The next update is a small improvement of life for CRM meetings. We now give you the ability to add buffers before and after your CRM meetings in the event that you might want to have a little bit of extra space on your public booking calendar. So if you sometimes run into moments where you have back-to-back meetings that run into each other, adding a buffer gives you that extra bit of breathing room automatically without having to think about and do some manual puzzling on your own calendar to make it work. Let me show you how it gets set up on Playground. On Playground, when you go into the meeting settings and scroll down to the booking settings, you'll see that there's now an option for a buffer before meeting and after meeting, and lets you select how much of a buffer you want before and after your meetings. The next update is an improvement to one of our most popular CACFP reports. This is broken down by classroom. We now give you the option to break down the report by day, week, month, or any sort of period of time. Let me show you how it works. When you jump into Playground to run the CACFP classroom report, we now have a date breakdown that allows you to show this information broken down daily, weekly, monthly, or for the entire date range selected. This should add a little bit more flexibility to your reporting and eliminate any sort of manual work that you're doing after pulling information out of Playground. One more super quick quality of life improvement, we now give you the option to organize the order in which programs show up and appear in the mobile app. Let me show you how it works. In the dashboard under Programs, there's now an Organize button that you can click to change the order in which programs actually appear on the mobile app. So if you have a specific organization that you'd like visible to your families or your teachers, this is where you can set that. And lastly, we've added an improvement to subsidy rates where you can define how many hours a child needs to attend or be scheduled for that to be counted as a full-time day. Previously, this was hard-coded. We now give you the option to set this at whatever hour count you want to better fit and accommodate your specific agency's rules and regulations. Let me show you how it works. In Playground, when you create a brand new rate, you'll see now that there is an option to select how many hours for a full-time day. So you can define whether it's 4 hours, 5 hours, 3 hours, or whatever it might be. That's it for this week's jam-packed update. We'll see you next time.